And here we are at Cambrian Hall as the giant chandelier provides light for what should be a fantastic showdown. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
He is the
This bout,
expectation. And there's the bell to start round one. Looks like they're going to try and be a little more elusive now. The straight right just misses. Right hook is finding its target. Those counter punches have to hurt. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. He threw a punch and just got countered. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Swing and a miss with the hook. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The straight right just misses. There's a counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Ali in that. And there's the bell for round two. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twist.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Punch, counter punch. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
The courage on display here is incredible. He's got to find a way to get around that reach advantage.
You've got to fight dirty, Todd. You've got to get in close. You've got to fight on the blind side of the referee. You've got to find a way in.
Got him there. Beautiful counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Ali in that last round. And there's the bell to start round three. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up.
Down goes Fury. Let's see that again.
That's lights out right there. One, two.
their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Gotta waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then gotta paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just gotta make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's gonna get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. And now they're right back into the fray.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
They need to turn this around halfway through.
There's a lot of work to do. And you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place.
I got to stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? I thought we were going to see the finish there.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
The perfect counter lands. And he scores with the final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Fury. Back at it in round 4. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour.
Lincoln, you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4. Give me this one.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Good counter punching. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or is it a bit of a mousetrap?
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Willing to go where the other fighter won't. Catch and shoot. A perfect counter shot. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
You're right, Tom. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.
Have you ever wanted to fight alongside the fishes? Well, we're about to do it here at the beautiful Atlantis. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson. The Gypsy King himself, Tyson Fury. He's so big and yet so light on his feet. No one moves around the ring quite like this man. Here we have Tyson Fury. He's undefeated 8-0 with 7 wins by knockout. A lot of people think this guy can be a future.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world.
All the talking has been done. It's time. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Oh, and there he caught him with a stiff jab. Good-looking jab. Nice counter shot. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
It's all offense all the time. Good punch. That one will count. They block the jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about fury in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who. Here we go. It's round 2. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter fighter believes in me. Anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Got him there. Nice counter shot. Did you see that? Tyson Fury just got buzzed. His eyes don't look good. Body language is bad. He could go down. He threw a punch and just got countered. That hook won't score. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. Those counter punches have to hurt. The right hook just missed. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store. On to the third. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Nice counter. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Beautiful counter shot. Oh, and Tyson Fury just got rocked. This could be it. Tyson Fury, one of the great heavyweight champions. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Defense, defense, defense is everything. Because
this round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Fury in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't lose.
Back at it in round 4. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punches coming from every angle. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
No rest for the weary. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice slip to avoid the jab. That punch is beginning to take its toll. Every time they drop their guard, and down goes Fury. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Shot from the...
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's talk about Fury in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You're being put down.
Time for the 5th round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Tyson Fury just got rocked. Do you believe this? And Tyson Fury just got clipped. The big fella might be in big trouble. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
You've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's time for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Well done with that counter shot. That punch scores. Down goes Fury. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Both men promised to knock their opponent down, and they were right in that round.
Sometimes you talk about drawing first blood.
There's the bell to start round 6. What is this round going to look like after all the drama of the previous round where both of these athletes went down?
One fighter got knocked down earlier, got back up again to knock him down. How are they going to walk back out of this into the next round?
So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Tor, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Punch, counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And that left hook doesn't find its target. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Tyson Fury and Sear. And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He still want to fight.
So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Can make or break a fighter.
That's a terrible round, that is. Come on.
Here comes round 7. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Swing and a miss with that left hook. counter shot. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Tyson Fury just got rocked. Down goes Fury. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. You continue.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
Even I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come to me.
There's always a way back. Don't ever write anybody off.
Relax. Calm yourself down. Calm yourself back.
And we enter the 8th round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Counter shot lands. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Those punches add up. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory. Welcome to Kingdom Arena, the home to some of the biggest fights in recent history, and we're going to... Tyson Fury, this multi-time heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Manchester, England. He'll beat you down and then sing to you afterwards. The greatest, Muhammad Ali, fighting out of Louisville, Kentucky. Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist and legend of boxing, the only 3-time lineal heavyweight champion of the world. He floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. The one and only, the greatest, Muhammad Ali.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
All right.
I love this arena. I dream of places like this. I dream...
Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. And this with that jab. They are giving us a high-tempo show. The straight right just misses. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? And there's the bell for round 2. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
If you want to corner an outside fire, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven. He
scores with that right uppercut. powerful counter shot. He's got a massive reach advantage. Let's see if he uses it.
Todd, I was a fighter had an excellent reach, an unassuming reach. If you've got a good reach, just really befuddles your opponent, because when they think you're out of range, bam, you catch them with a jab. And if you catch them on the end of a jab, it takes and befuddles a fighter.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. On to the third. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. The perfect counter lands. The right hook misses. That counter punch caught him clean. Do you believe this? Good counter punch. There's a counter shot halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. When are we going to see a jab from these two? And that left hook doesn't find its target. These two fighters are made for one another. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that last round. They've got... Here we go to the fourth round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. Both want the knockout. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You'd like to see more jabs. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And that just changes from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Left-handed jab doesn't quite score. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about fury in that last round. Look. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Beautiful counter punch. And that hook misses. And he scores with the counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Fury in that. There's the bell for round 6. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
A perfect counter shot. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
The stamina is off the charts. Good counter punching. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Fury. Round 7, here we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The courage on display here is incredible. counter shot lands. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
This could be really intimidating, Todd, if you know somebody's got the...
Big shot, and down goes Ali. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
I need to see...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight?
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. They are going to surrender. No moss. Well, the corner has thrown in the towel, and that will do it. The fighter not happy. Dolphins, stingrays, whales, oh my, and throw some boxers in there as well. We're underwater at the Atlantis. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, the Gypsy King himself, Tyson Fury. He's so big and yet so light on his feet. No one moves around the ring quite like this man. Smoking Joe Frazier. His 3 battles with Muhammad Ali, perhaps the most famous the sport has ever seen.
It'll be ding-ding from first bout there.
This bout is scheduled.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
I'm so giddy, so excited. The anticipation is second to none.
Facing Joe Frazier, who won gold at the '64 Olympic Games. So he's going to shake off the cobwebs and bounce around the ring a little bit here. That counter shot lands. Tyson Fury just got buzzed. His eyes don't look good. Body language is bad. He could go down. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. A straight right just misses. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
You're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about fury in that last round. After what we saw in that last round. Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Swing and a miss with the hook. A straight right just misses. When you're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest, the uppercut would probably come in handy.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
A perfect counter lands. Those counter punches have to hurt. They better start respecting each other's punching power. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter shot. Big swing and a miss with the hook. And he scores with the counter. Can't believe it. They are giving up. So they will throw in the